last two games. I mean, just how are you feeling? Are you tired? Are you 100%? How are you feeling right now?
I feel pretty good physically. Obviously, I've been keeping up on my recovery, stuff like that. But I mean, everybody keeps telling me about the 45. I can't get the mind of the 5 that I missed. So, I have 4 that I missed in the game last week that I'm pretty bummed out about. So, just keep my mind on that. Continuing to work, continuing to get better in my game. It's just something that I continue to work on.
You're from Texas. What's this week like?
It's a special week, obviously, given the tradition of OU Texas, but definitely being from Texas, I know guys that go there, and I got friends that played there. I know a bunch of people there being from Texas, so it's a special week, and I look forward to having a great game this week.
Who are the dudes on their team that you know?
I really much can't name off the top of my head, but most of the recruiting, you know a lot of different guys, but I know 3 or 4 guys that we talk trash back and forth. They got a lot of some Houston Lamar. It's a high school down there in my city that a lot of guys go up there. So we talk trash back and forth. But I'm looking forward to having a competitive game this week.
I know Texas is one of your final schools. Was there ever a point mentally where you thought you would be in Austin instead of Norman?
No. After I got the Oklahoma offer, it was a done deal. So as soon as I got the Oklahoma offer, it was just a matter of visiting. Once I visited, I felt like I was at home and I was here. I was committed.
What do you remember about your first experience in this game last year?
Man, just coming out the tunnel was crazy, and it's just crazy the way that the whole thing is set up. That we both come out the same tunnel. Their locker room is literally 10 feet away from our locker room. So seeing that, it just makes the environment so much crazier. So just walking out of the tunnel and just seeing the crowd from that view that we have in the tunnel is just something that's crazy. So it's definitely crazy. You make a play in this game, you pretty much remember for forever. So it's a great game, great environment. I'm looking forward to a big one this week.
Circus catches that CD's been making in games, do you see those in practice at all?
Yes. Yeah, it's nothing new. Dude does it literally every day in practice, catching one hands, doing all types of spectacular stuff. So that's nothing new for me, something that I see in practice all the time.
Are they as impressive as the ones you see in the games? Because Lincoln was saying the other day that he thinks he might be even better in the games making those one-handed catches.
Yeah, he does some pretty special stuff in practice, and you're starting to see it on the field. So those type of catches are nothing that's new for me with CD.
How's the on-field chemistry between you and Curtis developed during this first month of the season?
It's developed pretty good. He's able to pretty much read my body language. I'm pretty much able to read his. Pretty much able to sometimes read each other's minds and know what's going on. But me and him is just, we're real close. Obviously that we play next to each other. It's just something that we talked about for a while. It's just getting in there, racking up a bunch of tackles and just going to work. So it's just something that we've been talking about for a while, and we just continuing to work now.
Talk about the environment there. What's it like to celebrate afterwards, the golden hat, and just that whole scene on the field?
Yeah, it's definitely a special moment. Definitely, getting that hat is something that's special, and it's something that you obviously cherish, given the tradition of the university. So, it's a special game, and so it's an environment that you want to go out there and you want to win, you want to play your best ball. So I'm looking forward to having a great game this weekend.
You got up on them last year pretty big, and they punched back, and it made it really interesting late. There was a time years ago, 10, 15 years ago, where there were Texas teams in this game that if you got out on, that was it, done deal. The game was 65-13.
Right.
I take it that the fight that they showed last year paints a different picture of that program in your mind?
Well, they have a great program. They're, obviously one of the greatest programs in college football. And so, I've watched them on tape, the past couple of days, and they have a great offense, a great defense, great everything around. So it's going to be a big game. It's going to be a game that we're going to have to go out there and fight. And so, it's nothing new for us at Oklahoma to go out there and fight. We've been fighting all our life. That's all we do, and that's how we win. So, the passion and the grit that we have at Oklahoma is what we're known for. So, it's going to be good to go out there and, go against them and get a chance to show that, go out there and try to get a W.
Do you respect their fight as well? What they showed you a year ago?
For sure. Definitely respect their fight. Having a fight on the football field, you have to respect it. So, I definitely respect them as a team. They're a great team. Just ready to go out there and have a great game.
The last few OU Texas games have been decided by around a touchdown. How much did the game a couple weeks ago playing in overtime help you if you are to get in that situation again?
I mean, it helped us a lot. I mean, Coach Link does a real good job of preparing us for all types of situations throughout the game. So, overtime is something that, we work on all the time. It's nothing new. So, it's something that he's prepared us for. So if we have to go to overtime this weekend, we'll be prepared.
What stands out to you about their quarterback?
He's a real good in the pocket. He can run the rock, obviously. Bigger type quarterback, stuff like that. But he's really, the passion of their team right now. He's the quarterback, the heartbeat of their offense. So I really like what I see from him on tape. I'm looking forward to getting out there competing against him.
And this is the first time in a while both teams have been ranked in the top 25 national significance. Does that add anything more to it, or is just playing Texas enough?
Yeah, at this point at OU, just playing Texas is enough. It doesn't matter if they're ranked, if we're not ranked. It doesn't matter. As long as we play Texas, it's always going to be a rivalry. It's always going to be a dogfight. So, I'm just looking forward to get out there and unleashing our dogs and them unleashing their dogs, and then let's go at it.
How unique is it to have three players from the same high school? When you look at Lee, you look at Bobby, and you look at Kyler playing on the same offense.
Yeah, that's extremely special, and it's something that I kind of, just got informed of probably like 2-3 weeks ago, is that they all went to the same high school, which is, obviously you can see the connection between the two, especially the receiver and the quarterback. And, Bobby's a great player, so it's real special to see guys that, came from that program. That was a great program, the legendary program in Texas, where I'm from. So just seeing those guys come up to the college level and ball is great.
Where are you with regard to the defense right now, Kenneth? You like where this defense is at this stage of the season?
Yeah, I like where we are right now. Like I said before, it's never going to be perfect in a game. We're never going to have a perfect game. We're going to have to fight some adversity every game. So, we've been fighting adversity. As long as we continue to fight and fight through it and stuff like that, that's all you can ask. When you get hit with adversity, either you're going to fold or you're going to fight. And the last few weeks we've been fighting. So I'm proud of my guys, and I'm just proud of the attitude that we have right now. We're trying to get better every time we go out there on the practice field. So that's all I can ask, and that's all that our coaches can ask.
How much different are you specifically as a player compared to this game a year ago?
I definitely view the game different. Obviously last year, my head was kind of spinning a little bit, being a freshman. But this year, I feel like overall my technique is better. I'm able to flow slow to fast. Able to control my athleticism a little bit more. So I'm just looking forward this weekend to go out there and have a great game.
Were there moments in this game even a year ago that you felt sort of out of sorts, or were you still trying to sort of get your feet under you, that kind of thing?
Not really. I really didn't feel out of sorts. It's a lot of things that I learned, throughout the whole year that's going to help me this weekend, just from the whole year as a freshman. But I wasn't out of sort last year. I definitely felt comfortable in the game, but I definitely learned a lot last year that I'm here.